what's going on, guys? Welcome to Money Talk Monday night. My name is Jay Williamson, for those that don't know. And tonight I'm going to talk to you guys about what's called the four-way cash flow, right? Now, it wasn't created by me. It was created by an author named Robert Kiyosaki. He is the author of the book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I truly recommend you guys to go out and read that book. Definitely life-changing. Definitely going to give you guys a lot more information about where your money is going and how to be a little bit more smarter about it, right? And he's also known as the millionaire mentor, okay? The mentor to millionaires, literally the millionaire mentor, right? So this is what Mr. Kiyosaki said. He said that 95% of the population control 5% of the financial market. All right, while 5% of the population control 95% of the financial market. Now, 95 controlling 5% and 5% controlling 95%, that's a big difference, right? That's a huge difference. So let's break it down a little bit more. Just in case you're wondering, like, maybe what side am I on or which percentage am I? I'm gonna break it down for you guys, right? Now, don't judge my drawing. I'm nowhere near an artist, but I'm gonna make it work, okay? So we got 60% of the population work for someone, right? And I'm gonna break it down after I finish writing it. So 60% work for somebody. And then we got 35% self work. Work for themselves, whatever. Then we got the 1% investor and the 4% business owner. Now, you guys can probably already tell, depending on what you guys do for a living, you probably guys already know which percentage you're in. Most of us, majority of us, are probably going to be in the 60% category, meaning we work for someone else, meaning we go and clock in for somebody else, meaning we have a job, whether it be 9 to 5, 3 to 11, 7 to 7, whatever your hours may be. If you have to wake up and go somewhere and clock in for someone and produce work, if you are working for your money, if you are sacrificing your time and your energy for money, you are in the 6% category. You work for someone else. You have a job. And I'm not here to talk down on jobs. That's not what this call is about. This call is to really inform you guys and make you guys a little bit more self-aware of where you are at and where you could be in terms of what you're doing with your money, right? So 60% of people have a job, work for someone else. 35%. It's a step up, but understand it's kind of in the same direction as the 60%. 35% of people, they work for themselves, right? So this is like your barbers, your nail techs, your lash person, your landscape guy, the person who comes and renders you some type of service, right? And we all remember last year when COVID hit, everything shut down. A lot of us were looking crusted and busted because we couldn't get our nails done. I couldn't get my hair cut. You see, it's cutting now, but it was looking real bad last year. Trust me, right? We couldn't go get these services done. But think about the people that render these services. They weren't making any type of income because they didn't have people coming in and utilizing their product, utilizing their services. Understand that's where the downfall comes in. Yes, you're working for yourself. Yes, you're self-employed because the money is coming straight and directly to you. But understand that without people utilizing your services, you're not making any money. Also understand that while the money is still coming to you, you're still having to dish out expenses for your product, your tools. Maybe you have to go to the customer, whatever the case may be. You're still having to dish out certain expenses, which is cutting into the income that you truly get to keep. And outside of, bills that you have to pay for and things that you have to take care of for yourself. So that all is a part of this income that you get when you work for yourself, right? So that is the 95%. Work for somebody and work for yourself, right? So that's the 95% of the population that control 5%. So let's come on to this other side. We got 4% business owners and 1% investors. So your 4% business owners, those are going to be like your top CEOs who are in charge of these large corporations, and they have systems and people in place to make money for them, right? So think about it. You don't see the CEO of Walmart at the self-checkout line ringing up your stuff. You don't see Jeff Bezos at the fulfillment center and bringing Amazon packages to your door. You don't see the CEO of Apple selling you an iPhone or AirPods or whatever the case may be. No, They have systems and people in place in order to render these services to their consumer, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys what system stands for. Save yourself time, energy, and money. Save yourself time, energy, and money. That's what system stands for. That is what business owners have in place in order to continue to have a capital coming in on a consistent basis. So like I said, they're not really putting in too much of the groundwork, too much of the dirt work, because if that were the case, all the employees that work for themselves, they should be making the same money as the CEO, but we all know that's not the case, right? So it's a fine line, and a long line actually, between the business owners, the CEOs, and the employees who's at the bottom, right? We know that working for someone, or even working for yourself, you're never going to make the same money as the CEO as long as you're still working for the CEO. Does that make sense? And then we come up here to our 1% investors, right? So I'm gonna be honest, I'm a part of the 1%. I'm an investor. I invest in the foreign exchange market. So what that means is I put my money to use. I make my money work for me. My money goes to work and makes more money. So as an investor, the money that I make, the money that I have coming in, I put that inside my trading broker. I put that inside the foreign exchange market and allow my money to make me more money. I allow my money to duplicate and expand. Understand, I still work at Staples. I'm not going to try to hide that fact. I'm not going to try to be a hypocrite about it. But it's never a problem if you have a job. It's a problem if you only have a job. If you don't have a way to make money in your sleep, if you don't have a way to make passive income or residual income, you'll never truly generate wealth. You'll never truly create wealth from yourself, because understand, if you work for someone or you're self-employed, yes, you have a steady income coming in, but think about all the expenses that you have to dish out every time that paycheck comes, whether it be bills, groceries, things for yourself, things for your family, things that you maybe like to do or enjoy, whatever the case may be. All of that is coming out of your paycheck, right? At the same time, if you work for somebody, there are 52 weeks in the year. Let's say you get paid every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. You're only getting paid 26 days, 26 times out of a 365 days a year. That doesn't even correlate correctly, does it? No. But if you are a business owner, if you are an investor, you wouldn't have to sacrifice your time for money. You wouldn't have to go out and work for money. You wouldn't have to go out and slave for money, right? Now, mind you, at the same time, like I said, I'm not downing anybody who works for someone or who is self-employed. Not at all, because this is a steady income. This is a constant income that's coming in. But if you take what you make, if you take a percentage of what you make, and let's say you invested into, it could be the foreign exchange market, it could even be the stock market, it could be real estate. If you invested into something that's going to grow in the long term, in the long haul, then you'll be better off than just having this single job, right? Same thing, if you work for yourself, but let's say you want to become a business owner, let's say you want to get your own LLC, let's say you want to, hire some people to go out and help you render your service. Maybe you want to start a landscape company, maybe you want to start your own barbershop parlor, whatever the case may be. If you have systems in place, people and systems in place to save yourself time, energy, and money, you're able to create an income while you're rendering a service, but you also have people rendering the same service that you are. So the income is still coming back to you, but you're having to dish out less expenses. You're having to dish out less money out of pocket because you're a business owner. Do you see how this all correlates? I want you guys to understand that the common millionaire has 7 streams of income. 7. I learned recently that a job is not a stream of income. It's a source of income, and it's most people's steady, constant stream of income. But it's not the same thing if you have multiple jobs. If you have 2, 3 jobs, that does not mean you have 2 or 3 sources of income, because your job is only going to pay you the same amount every single time. You're only going to get paid a certain amount of times throughout the year, regardless of if you have a promotion, things like that. You're getting paid a consistent such and such amount every single time, and that doesn't change. Working for someone else is the constant. But when you invest or become your own business owner, there is no cap, there is no limitations to everything that you can capitalize, right? So I hope that made sense for you guys. I hope you guys are a little bit more aware, a little bit more educated on where you stand in the financial market and how you can, maybe alter and shift that. How you can maybe start to invest in certain things that's going to really expand your money and give you a little bit more freedom, right? Because at the end of the day, we all want to save ourselves time, energy, and money. Time is the most valuable asset that we have, right? And if we're spending 40 hours a week with someone that's not doing anything for us but cutting us a paycheck that's not really doing anything for us, just barely getting us by, we might want to rethink, we might want to reanalyze where we're putting our money and where our money is going to, right? So I hope this was informative for you guys. I'm going to see you guys next time on Money Talk Mondays. Sheesh.